I had a week left in New York before going to Vancouver. And I had a mutual friend. I saw on Instagram, we were messaging. She's like, oh, come to this bar. And it was down the block randomly from where I was staying. So I was like, okay, I'll be there in 5 minutes. What great timing. And I had, again, like 6-7 days in New York left. And I was like living my best life. Like, again, I'm about to go work, right?
Yeah. Unstoppable.
I had the confidence of my third grade self.
Limitless.
I was back. And I went to this bar. And at this point, I didn't have a queer community in LA. I'll say had a lot of like straight male friends, which is totally fine, but I don't think I had maybe the community to develop into the person that I am, if that makes sense. And or the like imagination that my life could look any different than it did. And I was in LA for 12 years, so I think there was just a part of me that was like, this is who I am and this is who I'll always be. And I went to this bar, and I was hanging out with my friends like in New York, and they're all queer, and I was just sort of like thinking about it. It was brewing, but I had not acted on this. Like I was like, they're all really cool, and if they're queer, that I could be, sure, why not? I don't know, but I had not done anything. I was just a baby. And I walked into this bar and some mutual friends, and I see someone sitting on this bench with everyone, and she's pretty masked, and she's hot, and I'm like, oh, if I was into girls, it would be someone who looks like this, like a prototype of this person. And we start talking and we're like bantering, and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, nothing happens. And I leave that night and I go to Vancouver and I think about her the whole time. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what? But in this time, though nothing happened, there was something clear to me that I was as attracted to her as I had been to any guy, and that did not make a difference. There was just no question of, oh my God, but that's a woman. I just genuinely wasn't concerned. And I went to Vancouver, and I'm developing Rhonda, and as I feel like there was just some symbiotic relationship happening as I developed this character, as I developed myself. And you know, I walk in there, and a lot of the creators of the show are gay men. There's a lot of gay people on the show, and we're introducing ourselves. We're getting to know each other. And off the bat, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm bi. And it came out of my mouth, and I was like, that actually makes sense. I totally am. And today, I don't know if I define myself as bi or queer or whatever you want to call it. I don't really care. But there was